Very excited to have everybody here with us and joining our Live with Laura at Home edition. So I apologize if you hear my dog barking or if you hear my husband, he's building a gazebo in the back. If we hear any chainsaws, I threatened them that they needed to all be quiet here for an hour, so we'll see what happens.
If she happens to say hi to Sophia or Olivia, I'm sorry for that.
Amy's kids are going to hear them in the background or they're going to run over, come to my window. So thanks again, everybody. With me today, I have Anissa.
Hello, everyone.
And we have Kathy.
Hi, everyone.
And Madeline.
Hello.
So we're so excited. Thank you guys for joining and helping me answer everybody's questions. So at the end of this PowerPoint, we're going to try something new. I'd like you guys to turn on your cameras, but mute your microphones. And let's have an open discussion. And we have many agents of different experience levels that we would like to get some feedback from all of our other agents that could help each one of us out. So we're really excited to have everybody on here from all kinds of different levels of experience of insurance. So please. We've seen all these funny videos of all these conferencing fails. I don't want you guys to be the next one. So have some clothes on. Don't walk away to change your clothes in the background. And I can't stress enough, don't take us with you when you go to the bathroom when you have your camera on. I don't know if you guys have all seen that video on Facebook. I haven't seen it on the news. It was really funny. All right, so if you don't have a camera or you don't want to turn it on for us, chat in your questions. Please, let's keep this interactive with everybody. So today we're going to talk about what's new with the ASNOA University and ASNOA and who's in your agency. And then we're going to jump into our peer-to-peer questions and answers. So what's new with ASNOA University? What's new with the Dream Team? Hey, Anissa, you want to help me out here?
Yeah, so if you guys haven't already done so, go check out our beautiful updated ASNOA website. Right here, just a little screenshot. The website has all of the ASNOA University education trainings, and we've added even more weekly sessions. So definitely go take a look at that. All right, and then here, yeah, this is another screenshot under the ASNOA University. You can register for live trainings, our online courses, and any workshops that we currently offer. And, you know, there's a direct link to our YouTube channel. So if you guys locate or do a search for ASNOA training, our channel will pop up. So go take a look at that and subscribe if you haven't already. And also the events calendar will be presented there, so you can check out what we have going on.
Thanks, Anissa. Also, in that area, you can come in and you can register for our personal lines coverage course. And it's available right now. You can go in there and register. And we've seen, with the last one, we've seen so many great reviews of students that found this as a great refresher. They found it as something so helpful for them when they went to go and get their licensing. So it's available for all different kinds of backgrounds, for your personalized account managers, your CSRs, newly licensed, agents that have been licensed for many, many years. So please, if you would like to register for that, our spring session begins May 19th through June 4th. And we meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 2. And there's a few days, I believe, that it's from 10 to 1. So we're going to go over introduction to personal lines, go through the personal lines auto policy, home policy. We're going to break that home policy up into two parts. We're going to go through an umbrella policy, and then we will finish up with our customer servicing and marketing. So here's a little picture of some of our graduates from Kathy's small business commercial class and from our personal lines coverage course. So be a part of our graduating wall. We're very excited. You'll be on our website. Amazing. Just real quick, suspense, we're only leaving in 30 days. So if you're looking for a download that's over 30 days, it's probably not going to be there and you'll need to request another download. So make sure you're getting your policies into suspense the day that you do issue them. Follow up on that download activity and you won't have any issues with the policies downloading, policies that are on the outstanding commissions report. We've seen a lot less on the outstanding commissions report when people are following up on their downloads. But if they do go to the outstanding commissions report, please look at that. It comes out monthly to you. Go through it. Get your policies entered into Epic. Email our accounting department. Let them know that you entered it in so they can reconcile commission and pay you. If you are not receiving this report, please send an email to training@asnoa.net and we will let our accounting department know that you are not receiving it. If your agent is getting it, your agency owner, hopefully he will share that or she will share that with you so we can go through that and get all those policies entered. We want you to receive commission. Oh, there's my dog. Sorry about that. So as part of our admin auditing, we're making sure that we have all your staff listed in Epic. So I was talking with an agent a while back who said, no, Sally hasn't been with us for 6 months. 6 months. So please tell us when any of your CSRs or your licensed producers leave so we can update our records and we can also talk to you in regards to any profit centers that they may have had. So email us at training@asnoa.com. Let us know who's in your agency so we can update our records. And Kathy has some exciting news for us.
Well, I am so excited. Well, you know, this day and age and what we're all going through with the pandemic, you all received the email that sadly we had to cancel or postpone, I like to say, our Epic Roadshow and our conferences this year just due to the uncertainties of the world right now that we live in, unfortunately. But we still wanted to, we worked really hard on putting some pretty valuable information together for your agencies. And it's not just Epic driven. So we thought, the Dream Team and I got together and thought, why don't we just put it on and do it virtually? So we are going to continue to offer you the Epic Roadshow or the ASNOA U Roadshow virtually. So we have dates out there, June 23rd, and it's going to end July 1st. What we thought we would do is just a couple hours, a couple days a week to talk about all of the topics we wanted to bring to you in a full day class. We'll have some interactive activities, just an open concept. It's definitely going to be like you're in a classroom with us, but just we know how busy everybody is. We just thought we'd break it out into the 2 hours each day for 4 days. So I'm excited about that. And I know Laura and Anissa will be joining me on putting this on. So stay tuned. We're going to be sending out invitations for that as well. And you'll see it in the ASNOA Advantage as well and on our website. So stay tuned, everybody.
Awesome, Kathy. Thank you so much. Very exciting news. All right, so what's new with ASNOA? So Madeline, if you would like to give us some updates on what's new. Madeline is our social media guru. So take it away, Madeline.
Sure. So pictured in front of you are a few screenshots from our most recent ASNOA Advantage. This is a bi-weekly newsletter that goes out every month with 2 different editions. And up at the top right, you see a little snippet of our business tips. This is where we post really relevant blogs that talk about the state of the industry, other useful tips that insurance agents should be taking advantage of. And our most recent one that was very popular was breaking down the federal relief resources for small businesses. And a lot of agencies weren't aware that there were other funding options besides just the small business administration loans that were offered. So we try to make all of our content geared towards you guys, and we try to make it as relevant as possible. And of course, we always have to include the ASNOA University section. That's where you guys get all of the super fun information from Kathy, Laura, and Anissa. Kathy wrote this amazing article about the NBS iQuote rater. And so you guys should definitely go check that out. She did an amazing job just breaking it down and making it super relevant. And as always, you'll have an Ask Anissa. So those are really cute videos where she gets right to the point and answers your questions. She typically picks a question that you guys answer most or ask most frequently every month. And so we just try to compile all these resources into an easily digestible location for you guys.
Awesome.
Oh, this is super exciting. So ASNOA has a new private group on Facebook. So this is different from our Facebook page. As always, I encourage all of you to go like and follow our Facebook page. That's where we post information about upcoming events or just ASNOA updates, stuff like that. But this private group is for our affiliates. And it is just supposed to be an open forum for you guys to interact with each other and ask questions or get input from agencies all across the nation.
It's a great
That's
tool,
amazing.
Maddie.
So
I'd
everybody
like to
should go
add
out
to
there
that
today.
too. Yeah, and I'd like to add to that too. We did even, in addition to that private group, it's a great place to add additional questions to each other, talk to agents, you know, what was your experience with this type of business or that type of account? And you'll get a lot of great feedback from agents throughout. And in addition, we also put an SBCL alumni group or post together as well. So we'll be able to interact with each other on that as well. So thank you, Maddie, for getting that together for us. It's a great place to, you know, collaborate with additional affiliates throughout our ASNOA network.
Awesome. So make sure you go out there and request to join our private Facebook group so we can get you guys all approved so you can get out there and ask your questions. All right, Madeline, you want to tell everybody about our ASNOA websites?
Sure. So we have an amazing website developer, Daniel. All of you are probably very familiar with him because he helps out a lot, but he is responsible for making our website look absolutely gorgeous. And I would like to particularly focus on our resource section, particularly our blogs. So like I said before, these are updated weekly. We try to get a new blog up there for you guys to read every single week. And we gear them towards current events and relevant information that our agents should be aware of. And so all of these blogs are under 600 words, so they're very easy to read. You can read them and access them at any time from any location as long as you have internet access. But I greatly encourage all of you to go check them out. They're great resources to reference on multiple occasions, so you can always have the information right at your fingertips.
And you can go in there and meet us all. So if you go into meet the team working for you, you can see all kinds of pictures of everybody. So you can put a face with a name.
So
Madeline
these are
has
all
this
of our, oh, Laura, you did such a great job. So thank you, Laura, for posting this picture with all the cute little favicons. So please follow all of our social media. We do post relevant content and ASNOA updates as well. We do include fun events and registration links, so you guys can easily register for whatever we post right from that post, which is very, very helpful. And we try to keep a very fun, interactive online presence. So if you guys have any feedback about what we're posting, the kind of content that you guys would particularly like to see, please let us know. but we try to keep it fun and engaging as much as possible. We're real people, and so that's how we want to present ourselves online. So take a look, check out all of our social media pages. Trainings YouTube is particularly helpful. We have a bunch of recorded resources that you guys can take advantage of and view again if you need a little refresher. But please check out all of our social media, follow us, interact with us, tag us in posts. That will definitely help build your online presence as well as ours.
Wonderful. Thank you, Madeline. Madeline, I got a question for you real quick. If they go in and subscribe to our ASNOA training and we add a new video, will they get an email and get notice? You know, get an email notifying them that we posted a new how-to video?
If they have also turned on the alerts, so if you notice right next to the subscribe button on your YouTube video, there's a little bell icon. And so if you click that, you will receive alerts for whenever training posts a new video.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you sharing with us what's new with ASNOA. So remember, you guys, at the end of our session today, you're going to get an evaluation. Please fill it out. Let us know what you want to see on the next webinars. That was kind of how we got together so we could put this peer-to-peer session. So we're really excited. So if you could please fill out the evaluation at the end. So, all right. So, all right, let's have everybody turn on their cameras if they would like to. But mute your microphones, and then when you're ready to ask a question or you would like to answer a question, then unmute yourself, okay? Oh, let me turn mine on. All right. Hi, everybody. All right. Anybody else want to? There's Anissa, Tom. This is fantastic. I'm really excited about this. All right, so here in the training department, we answer and we get a lot of questions all the time. But the biggest question that we get is, how are other agents doing it? How are they doing it in their agency? So we compiled a bunch of these questions from this past month from our agents and their staff, so we could ask all of you these questions. So since we're working from home and we're not sure for how long, agents want to know how they're tracking their staff's daily routines. So if anybody wants to chime in and let us know how they are tracking what their staff is doing from home, please let us know. We'd like to share that with everybody. Anybody want to chime in on that? So, Kathy, if I'm working from home, how are you tracking what would you recommend for our agents to be doing?
Well, we have a lot of shy ones. Everybody's not turning their cameras on. Come on, we want to see everybody today. Turn those cameras on. Let's get together and share some tips like Laura wants to put together. But I do have some for you that if you would like to chime in and let us know what's working for you, what's not working for you. But, you know, we're in a position, obviously, in a new position right now. Everybody's working remotely, at least here in Illinois. I'm not sure in every state if you're all working remotely, but if you're not now, you may well be in the near future. But, you know, one of the things you want to do is, you know, monitoring your staff in working remotely. Anybody that you want to monitor working remotely, good idea would be utilizing the activities. So if you have a conversation with a client on a new policy, on a change, on a bill, on a renewal or claim, all of that should be documented in an activity within Epic. And then if you're wanting to see what the staff is doing, or if you need to even see what you're doing because you're, you know, working in a different environment, you just want to make sure you don't miss a piece, you can then run a weekly activity report or a daily activity report to summarize what you're doing on a daily basis. Even on closed and open activities, they should be able to tell somewhat of the story. And I know Anissa and Laura, trained all the time on utilizing activities. You can see now how important they are, because any note you put in on one client, anybody working in any other environment will be able to see what you're doing and what those notes are. And I'd also, so daily check-ins too would be a good thing, Laura. I think a daily check-in with everybody is always good. How did the day go? Good, bad, indifferent? What's going on? We were laughing about it because we would spend time in each other's offices when we're in the office. So now we have it kind of condensed down to an hour a day, getting everybody together and having Zoom meetings or these type of meetings and checking in. And then the last thing would be, you know, if you're utilizing opportunities within the Epic management system too, you know, again, the management system is your baby. You know, that's where all the information's at. That's where it should be at, right? So this way, when you have this situation, nobody's at a loss. But you can track even down to the stage of a new business item through your opportunities. So anybody that's looking to set up opportunities or dashboards or anything like that, I'd be happy to help you too with that. And I know, Anissa, with regards to activities, there's additional steps they can take, correct?
Yes, there is. So actually, there's tasks built in an activity. So like I just said, you can add a specific task to your activities to really ensure, you know, a certain process is completed before that activity is closed. For example, you might have an activity in regards to adding a prospect in Epic. So in that activity alone, you can have tasks. So task 1 could be quote an easy link. Task 2 can be send quote to client. 3, prepare applications. So again, it's just tracking all those little steps to make sure, you know, all your clients are being taken care of the same way and nothing's missed. So making sure all of those tasks are done before you can move on to your next activity. And if you guys don't know how to use those tasks, you know, we're always here, more than glad to show you how to do that. So it's really cool. Tasks within activities.
Thanks, Anissa. That's great information. So I'm hoping everybody is using that. Rebecca had said that in addition to activities, so staff at their agency, they share their daily logs via an email. So it sounds like, Rebecca, that everybody knows what everybody's completing within the agency. So that's fantastic. And their phone system has an internal messenger as well that they use. She doesn't have a camera or a mic, so I'm reading what she had wrote. So that's fantastic. And also, Holly said that they use daily Zoom calls, and it's helped so much to keep in touch and answer any of the questions that their staff has at Allegiance. So with that being said, and everybody staying connected via Zoom, Madeline, is there any other ways that they can stay connected with their staff?
Sure. I mean, there are a bunch of different ways. Video conferencing is a great resource, and a lot of agencies are using Zoom, I understand. We at ASNOA use Teams, Microsoft Teams. It's a super cool platform. It also lets you create different groups or different teams, and you can share files and create meeting notes, and all of that information is saved in your group, which is really cool because it helps you segment out which files you're sharing and just specify which meeting notes you take. So that's really, really fun. We also use instant messaging platforms. Team lets you do that as well. There are Slack and Trillion also are really, really good resources. They're free and they let you instant message anyone in your agency, which is a really great resource, especially if it's just a quick question. You don't need to jump on a Zoom call or anything like that. You just need a quick answer.
That's really good. We use Trillion for our chats back and forth with each other when we need a answer or question answered quickly. So that's very helpful as well. So earlier I was talking about how our admin department, how we are auditing, you know, who's in your agency. But what I'd like to know is anybody auditing their Epic accounts? Is anybody putting any reports and updating anything within their management system? Because there are several ways and several things that you can do with that. And I did get a message from Holly that says that she wasn't able to turn her camera on, that too many people in the room. I don't know what that means, Anissa. I think maybe we're going to have to look into that. But Kathy, would you like to talk with us a little bit about
Yeah.
auditing our Epic accounts?
Yes, I mean, auditing is no different than having a check and balance, right? And in these times, it's so crucial and more important that you have all your checks and balances in place, right? When you're adding a new policy, there are steps, as Anissa said, you can add tasks on an activity and make sure that you're not forgetting a step. So we're all multitasking, we're all in a different environment than what we're used to. I know I've done trainings myself and keep forgetting to record them. I have big notes to my stick to my head to remind me of these things too. But auditing your daily workflow on everything that you do, new business, start to finish. What does that look like? Does it, you add your policy? Did you update your activity notes? Did you attach your paper, all your items, paperless? I know we've talked for many years about why it's important to be paperless. Now, again, is a great time to realize how important it is. So your files aren't back at the office. They are here within your management system. So whenever you're working on an account, you should have a start to finish checklist, audit, even if you have it written on a note in front of you, just check off, did I do this? Did I do that? Did I get it in Epic? Did I check the download? Did I attach the files? Did I close my activity, right? And do the same thing on your endorsements, especially with your endorsements and changes. You don't want to get into the middle of thinking you processed adding a car to find out down the road when there's a claim that you never did send, press the send button. If you're adding that note, the activity is there open to remind you that you started that change or somebody called with that change, and then your audit trail should be following up and making sure it's processed, making sure it downloads, making sure your activity notes updated in those emails or anything you have in communication with that client is attached. And it's easier than it's ever been to attach emails from Outlook right into your Epic system, right, ladies? I mean, to be paperless and to make sure that you're documenting, right? Insurance 101, your document. It's all there to protect you, right? The user, the CSR, the agent. So also think big during these times. This is a good time to do some client cleanup, right? Client cleanup. How many clients do you have in your agency that you don't have an email for, that you can't send an automated message to? This is a good time to go run a client list and check out your clients that don't have an email and add a sticky note to get that email for every single client, or have somebody take a day and call all your clients that don't have an email. Just like we're getting updated information on all your staff, you should be doing that with your clients. This is a really valuable time to reach out to your clients, letting them know that you're there. And there's also some other cleanup reports called PRBR cleanup. So if your producer commissions are not up to date, you can run a report and see that those producer commissions are not in there or not in there accurately. So this is definitely a great time to do that. So get an audit checklist for your new business, for your endorsements. Use the paperless system that's designed to be here to help you. And again, tracking everything, and just have your checklist start to finish what you need to do for each type of business. It would be also a good idea to have scripts if everybody in the office is asking the same kind of questions for endorsements, for changes and things like that. I think those would be helpful as well.
That's some great information, Kathy. So Tom had said that he doesn't have any staff yet, but his wife is helping him out, and they use the whiteboard that they add that's on the refrigerator. And then when they complete something, they wipe it off. So Tom, this may be a great time to start working, like Kathy and Anissa were talking about, utilizing the activities in Epic, and then you can just close out those activities once you have them completed. And we can work with you on that as well. And Lynn has a question in regards to Kemper download. So Kemper changed their Kemper changed their policy numbers at renewal. And this is a great way to check on your accounts, making sure that everything is up to date in regards to that too. So we'll get into that, Lynn, a little bit more as we go through our questions. But since we were talking about auditing, is anybody updating and auditing their websites, making sure it's updated? Madeline, how would we go about doing that? What should we be looking at?
So a lot of great resources that you can make sure are on your website you can get from just keeping your nose to the grindstone and being aware of what is going on in the insurance industry. So a lot of current events are fun content ideas for blogs if you guys want to do that, or even to post about on your social media. Those are really quick resources that you can just say, oh, this is popular, this is current event, I should write something about this to let my clients know that I'm keeping this in mind or that I'm aware of this. And also to make sure that all of the information that is on your website is coverage that you guys offer. So you shouldn't have anything extra that you don't offer, and to make sure that everything that is on there is accurate and correct.
That's really good. I think everybody should be taking a look at their websites, making sure if they're not selling health insurance, maybe they should take that off, or maybe they didn't add that they sell life insurance. So maybe they want to take a look at and audit their websites. So that's fantastic. Thanks, Madeline. What about utilizing reports? Is anybody, I know that Jamie Lyles is, so when we were talking about updating information, Kathy was talking about auditing your accounts. I wanted to throw in a big shout out to Jamie because she's making sure she has all of her emails updated in Epic. So that's fantastic. But Anissa, what are some other ways that we can utilize the reports that we have available to us in Epic to keep everything updated?
Yeah, so I think my favorite thing personally about Epic are the Epic reports that can be generated. So you can use Epic reports to make sure all your policies are up to date. So something to consider is the policies in process submitted suspended report. Now it's a mouthful, but it's definitely there to help make sure all your policies are being downloaded. You wanted everything to be updated, make sure, you know, if there was a policy change, that's been updated, any, you know, endorsements, revisions, that's all there. We have the policies received report, so that shows you what downloaded to the client's account directly and what's in suspense. Go get it out there as soon as possible, assign it to the client's account, you know, keep everything clean. You know, we can't stress enough how important and helpful, you know, clean data is on your clients. Not only that, but you want to make sure that you're getting paid commissions properly. So if there's that renewal that comes in, make sure that's updated in the client's account. So if you're not receiving these reports, let us know. We'll work on that. Let me know. We'll make time to get that scheduled. I'll send you a list of all the other reports that we have, so you're using Epic to its fullest. And I just want to lastly say that just remember that the information you receive from these reports are only as good as the information you guys put in. So just keep that in mind.
That is very true. So the past expiration reports that you're probably receiving monthly, that report, like when we were talking about Lynn's report with these Kemper policies, that past expiration report is going to show you any policies that did not automatically renew in Epic. So you're going to catch some of those wholesale policies, maybe some of your life policies, your health policies, and you'll be able to catch some of these policies from the carriers that are changing their policy numbers at renewal. So that is a good time to be making sure that everything is updated in Epic. And also we do have some trainings available on YouTube or any additional trainings that Anissa can let us all know about so we can stay updated on everything that's new in Epic.
Yeah, so many of you guys probably already know that the Applied Systems website has many tutorials that you guys can view to enhance your knowledge on, you know, the Applied Epic Management System. They recently organized their website. So it's really cool. They organize all the tutorials by category. So, Epic Essentials, servicing personal lines, commercial lines. There's so many that you can view. So that's always there to help. You guys can always watch that whenever. It's flexible. It's convenient. If you guys need direction on how to, view those tutorials, let us know and we'll guide you there. So that's on the Applied Systems Community website. And if you guys aren't aware, our ASNOA YouTube training channel, it's super easy. Like I said, just type in ASNOA training. You'll find us and subscribe, hit that notification button so you guys are always aware that we posted a new video, and we're always updating our own quick tips and tricks. So take a look at what we have, and if you notice there's a video there, not there, that you would like us to include, we'll work on getting that uploaded for you. You guys have that quick video playing anytime on, adding accounts, policies, activities, servicing. Get that over to us for the training channel. Lastly, or second to last, we have our weekly training. So, that's going over download and suspense, servicing accounts, reports, commercial lines. You can select a session, that works for you. And again, you can do that on the ASNOA University, on the ASNOA website. And again, lastly, Laura's amazing personal lines coverage course. I took it, so I can say that that'll be starting back up in the spring. So this is where she really dives into, the auto, the home, the umbrella policy. She covers everything. And she has a really great section going over, best practices with customer service and marketing insights. So it's really fun, and that starts May 19th. So if you didn't enroll yet, please do. Make sure you do. Make sure you do that.
Thanks, Anissa, for plugging my class. That was awesome. I
Always.
really appreciate that. And you can register for those weekly sessions and the PLCC course. You can register at asnoa.com for that. So thank you very much.
I would like to add something to that. Anissa and Laura work their tail off trying to bring every single ease of you doing business to you, right? So now instead of in lieu of an SOP or a standard operating procedure, so you don't have to develop them yourself, they're spending time to create these quick videos, these quick tips. So definitely take advantage of those. That in every aspect, if there's other areas you want to see more of, let us know. We're increasing those videos every day, and I know, that's just the way of the world. It just makes it a lot easier. Show me how to do it quickly. Boom, got it, done, move on about my day. So great job, ladies. I know Anissa's our YouTube guru, but I know there's a lot of background from Laura to her videos as well. So thanks for putting those out for everybody. I think they're great.
Well, thanks, Kathy. That was really nice. So I really want to open up the floor. I want people to let us know. So we have all of this available to you. We have our SOPs, our standard operating procedures that we push to you guys and say, here, follow this, tweak it a little bit. Is anybody using their own job aids, their own workflows within their agency? Raise your hand. You are all unmuted. You can chime in, let us know. Then we can go from there. Anybody?
Yeah, share with us what works for you. Share a tip of what works for your agency. That would be great to hear from folks of the agency, what works for them.
So Jamie Lyles, they use Microsoft Planner, but interested in the tasks. So that's good. We can touch more on tasks with you, Jamie, because those are a great way to keep everybody in line on what they need to do, like Kathy said, for endorsements and making sure that everybody's doing it the same way. So that is great. Great, great, great. We will get in contact with you on that. So Hattie said that they use Microsoft To-Dos, and it's also helpful. It links to Outlook Calendar and flagged emails. So that is great as well. Another tip on your activities, you can flag your activities in Epic to your Microsoft Outlook. So that is really helpful as well. So if you're creating an activity, you're going to get in there, you're going to put in the date and the time that you want it to show up. It'll show up right on your Outlook. And it's going to let you know, hey, you have this to do for your client. And it's also going to show it in Epic. So some of you who have maybe 2 Epic seats or 1 Epic seat and 2 people within your agency, this is going to be really helpful. So those activities will go on to their Outlook. So you can also assign activities to other staff members in your agency. So take a look at that as well. That might be helpful too. So Anissa, Jamie wants a link to start getting into those activities. So we will do that, Jamie. We'll put together a bunch of ideas that we have from this session, and we will let you guys all have that as well. So Kristen, if you want to start and let us know what you're doing, that would be fantastic, Kristen. It says that they have a workflow that they go through what happens when a new quote comes in. It goes through the quoting process and setting up follow-ups as if it is a no-win. So that's great. If Kathy, you want to jump in there and let them know about that quoting process and tracking that with opportunities, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to know what's going on in their office, right? So I think it's important that we wrap our arms around what is going on, whether it is just you right now in the office or you have a whole team in your office of 2, 4, 10, doesn't matter. If you start using these opportunities and tracking them, you're going to get a lot of good data by the end of the year, by mid-year, every month. You're going to be able to compare last year to this year. You're going to be able to see some good traction and also be able to set up, like Kristen does, set up an immediate follow-up on the losses. So I think that happens a lot. You might have a lot of opportunities. Maybe at this time you weren't able to close, but we don't want those falling off a cliff, right? We want to make sure we get those. Those are good live prospects that we can start building within the management system and prospecting them next year, right? With maybe some automations that Maddie will talk about a little bit later. But tracking every opportunity within the organization, doing that within one management system. What we don't want you to do is have to create systems outside your system, right? You're paying for a management system. This is why we want you to utilize it. So you can plug it in, turn it on anywhere you're working and have all your data right there, not on your desktop in your office or in a file in the office or something like that. So this is definitely what Epic seemed to be built for, a system like this. So that's where we're trying to help you utilize those features within the system so you can rely on them in these kind of situations and be able to get a lot of good data out of that. And one of the things we are going to be talking about in our virtual class is how data is the new oil, right? Data is very powerful and very valuable to an agency these days. So we're doing our best on, Anissa's working really hard and Laura's working really hard on getting you to not have garbage in so you get garbage out, right? To get it in right. We always say we're like the parent-child. Do what we tell you to do and you'll thank us later. And that's what we're going towards, right? So utilize as many features as you can in here. Let us help you. Let us work with, we're always interested in listening to what other systems you are using too, and see if they either integrate with Epic. And I do find that there are systems out there that are great systems. There's a new product, Indio. When a product is that good for commercial lines assistance, it's not only good when they know it's good, Applied buys them. So they bought them. They bought Indio. So there's going to be more coming on that as well. I'm actually on a team with commercial line submission process. I have a couple of agents join that as well. So we're always trying to look for ways to streamline processes. I think scripts in an agency is important, that everybody has the same message. So I think if nothing else, we talk about SOPs, we talk about, having systems and job aids in place in workflows within your agency, but you all need to be on the same page, right? Everybody in the office needs to be doing it the same way. I think that consistency will pay off big time as well.
Thank you. So Holly had said, honestly, just having a great team like we do at Allegiance is so helpful. We all support each other and are available to help. Keeping those lines of communication open through Zoom, Trillion, emails, and even text help make all we do possible. And giving a shout out to the ASNOA ladies, having them for these webinars and other help is just priceless. Thank you, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Holly, and thank you for all you do. We truly love you as well. So another question that we have is, one of the agents is seeing a lot of cancellations coming through. Is anybody else seeing a lot of cancellations coming through where clients are having difficult paying? And how are you handling these cancellations? You got any thoughts on that, Kath?
Yeah, I absolutely would definitely lean on your carriers for assistance with that, and definitely reach out to your clients to let them know what your carriers are doing, right? Let them know that they have these flexibilities during these days in this, unprecedented area. And in addition, we're sharing all of that information on the ASNOA Advantage too. So if you're not aware or you're not receiving emails from your carriers as to what they're offering right now, be sure to reach out. Go on our website. You'll see them on the blogs as well to see what the carriers are doing. Go to the ASNOA Advantage or reach out to your carrier rep, because we don't have to lose a client because they can't afford to make a payment this month or maybe next month, right? There is some things that the carriers are all doing a little bit differently. Some carriers are sending refunds. Some carriers are allowing you to, they're not canceling policies that are not getting paid right now. You don't want to tell your clients not to pay their bill, but any client that's calling for a cancellation, you absolutely want to go the extra mile to say, hey, you don't have to cancel your policy right now. Or if you see it, a cancellation come through on your cancel reports, maybe pick up the phone and call that client and let them know, hey, you don't have to let this policy cancel right now. There are other options, and you should know what those options are with your carriers. Read up on that. Come to us if you need help with that. If you're struggling on the commercial line side, there's carriers that are offering pay-as-you-go. So if you have a lot of contractors right now that might not be able to do the work that they were doing, and they were getting that big bill, right, paying that work comp bill every month, they can turn that over to, with carriers like Hartford, you can change it to a pay-as-you-go type work comp. So if they're not having any payroll this month, they don't pay any premiums this month, right? They only pay as they go. So when that payroll does pick up, that's when they'll pay their premiums. So that's an opportunity for you, the trusted advisor, to reach out to your clients, commercial and personal, and go that extra mile for them. Let them know what's available out there, and read up on some of this information. Like I said, we're doing Maddie and their team is doing a fantastic job getting as much information out to you as possible. We also had even an agile tap on the small business loan, the payroll protective program. So we have that recording out there under YouTube too. If you did not get to attend it live, we have it available to you as well. So these are really important resources. Again, times are changing. It's a great opportunity for you to reach out to your clients and be that trusted advisor and go the extra mile for them.
Thanks, Kathy. Question for you. Is that Hartford pay-as-you-go only available for a certain amount of months?
They have specifics on it. So no, when you change to pay-as-you-go, you'll all work comp with contractors. I would go pay-as-you-go anyways, but it's an option to set them up forever that way. That's a great tool to have for anybody that has fluctuating work comp, because there's no audit at the end of the day. You don't have to worry about big premium audits at the end of the day. You're paying as you go. So you're able to, as your income's coming in, you're able to pay out your premium at that time.
All right, that's some great information. So Amy said that they're reaching out to all of their personal lines and their commercial lines clients. They've been negotiating payroll and revenue rates for our commercial clients that are not working right now to get lowered premiums to avoid cancellations. Great job, Amy. So staying connected with your clients, Madeline, do you have some suggestions on how people should, or how else is anybody else communicating with their clients? Is anybody else taking that extra step, going that extra mile, contacting all of their clients, seeing how they're doing?
We have been calling our clients. Instead of sending an email, we've been calling all of our clients, letting them know we're thinking of them, checking on them, letting them know we're here for them if they need us. And then just, telling them to stay safe and healthy and be blessed.
That's awesome. I'm sure they really appreciate that. Rebecca said that they reach out to everyone through the phone, so that's great too. So Maddie, how else can people stay connected with their clients?
I think utilizing phone calls is a great way to keep up the personal interaction and to convey that your agency really cares about your clients. I also think kind of a fun way to alleviate your quarantine boredom, as I like to call it, is utilize your social media. Now more than ever, we have time on our hands and we have the ability to update our social media presence and to really pursue that area in our agency. It's free marketing when you get down to it. So if you utilize your social media as a means to promote your agency, you can't really go wrong. There are a lot of really fun resources that you can use. Like Facebook has Facebook Live where you guys can actually live stream, which is really, really fun. You can keep your clients updated on what your agency is doing. If you wanted to give like a little PSA, a public service announcement to your clients, that's really, really fun. There's also platforms like Zoom and Loom. Loom is one of my favorites. So it lets you do a cute little pre-recorded video that you can post on your social media directly, and you can record, I should say, whatever you want, and then you can also edit it too. It's a really easy editor. It doesn't take a genius, which is really nice. So it's very user friendly and it's a very easy platform that is just fun. There are a lot of really good, simple ways that you can talk to your clients and engage with them online through your social media that I think ultimately they will really appreciate, and you won't be bored being at home anymore. So it's the best of both worlds.
That's awesome. So I want to give a shout out to Holly. She's given you a shout out, Madeline, saying how great that you are at always giving these great social media tips. And Holly and Maggie at Allegiance, they are fantastic with their social media. And the one day, Holly did a little video, put it on social media about how she was taking a break, getting some fresh air. And that was just awesome. So Holly does some great things with social media as well. So keep up the good work. That's fantastic. So Kristen, why don't you tell us a little bit about this giveaway at your local restaurant that you did? If you could unmute yourself and let us know, that sounds really interesting. Because you are self-muted. Because we would love to hear more about that, because that's a great way to give back to your community too, by buying that gift card and doing a raffle or however you did that. So that's fantastic. So when you can, we'd like to hear more about that. Also, Kathy, just a quick note, Tom is looking for some additional Hartford literature for that. So Tom, we'll get that to you as well. So that's fantastic.
And we're going to have, stay tuned for the Hartford webinar coming up May 7th. So they're going to be talking more about a client. I took it for the first time and I didn't realize that the account, that the client had their own client portal that they can access a lot of their own information. Did not know that. So this is something new that they're offering and it's great. And watch for emails for invitations for that for May 7th.
That's good, really good. One of our agents in Arizona, so what they're doing is when new business comes to them, they are sending a Zoom link and talking to their client face to face and going over those coverages. So in that Zoom link, they put the coverages, their quote sheets, anything that they need, anything additional, and then they will talk face to face. And I think that's amazing. You know, you can't be sitting there with somebody right now, but you certainly can go over their coverages with them. So I think that's fantastic. Shout out to our Arizona agents for doing that. Madeline, is there any other way that they can work and do, you know, face to face? We talked about, what was that one you said? Was that Slack or Teams? So we use Teams too. So I don't know if everybody has to have Teams downloaded, but Zoom, do you have to have that downloaded, Madeline?
Yep, so you will need to have Zoom downloaded. There are free Zoom accounts, so you don't have to worry about paying anything, although it will cap your meetings at 40 minutes, so that's something to consider. But there are other resources that you guys can utilize. I recommend checking out our blog titled How to Meet Clients During COVID-19. We break down a lot of different video conferencing platforms that are very user-friendly, and we highlight kind of the pros versus the cons. There's not really a whole lot of cons, but you always have to give a good analysis. And so we break those down and take you step by step through the differences in each platform, and so you guys can see or more easily see which one would fit your needs best. So if you guys want me to repeat that title one more time, it's a really, really nice resource that you guys can go back to and refer back to. It's a blog titled How to Meet Clients During COVID-19, and you can find that on our resources page on asnoa.com. right under the blog tab.
Awesome. Thank you very much. We got a question that went back to running reports. So how can we go ahead and run reports if we want to cross-sell to our clients that don't have auto and they just have home? So Kathy or Anissa, anybody want to talk about how to cross-sell those clients with reports?
Sure. We have a report called With This, Without That. You all have access to that report, so Anissa can work with you on running those reports. So if you have auto customers without home and auto customers without life, there's even a report, a policy report that you can run for all customers that only have one monoline policy of any kind. So, and want to reach out to them. So there's various reports, again, that you can pull out of the system. This might be a good time to, reach out to them to talk about bundling, their insurance, saving the money by having the home auto package all together. And again, you'll look like the hero at that point. And Anissa, did you want to add anything about that?
I just want to finish that by saying maybe in our recap email that we send to you guys, I'll send you the list of reports that we do have. Go over that, make sure you have everything that you need, and if you don't, like I said, let's make some time to get that scheduled for you. So I'd like to add that.
That's
and
awesome.
I would like to just add one last thing is, right now, do you know what your book looks like? Are you heavy personal lines? Are you heavy commercial lines? Are you heavy on the personal lines? Are you heavy auto only? Are you heavy on the commercial lines, just a BOP, no work comp, no commercial auto? What does that, do you have life on the book? So if you want that view of your account or your whole agency, I know Anissa scheduled book of business reports for everybody, but you should have that, always have that aerial view of what your agency is built up and made up of, and where you're heavy or where you're low. And that will help, with your marketing and marketing campaigns with the marketing team.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Is anybody remarketing all of their commercial clients? So Amy had said that how they're going through and calling all of them, and they were talking about going through and lowering premium. Are you remarketing any of them? Patty, if you want to unmute yourself, let us know what you're doing. All right, so Hattie had said, Marcelina, you want to talk about any of your remarketing for your commercial accounts?
Well, Mary, I have a different question. When you send out the recap, would it be possible to send out a little more about auditing your Epic accounts?
Absolutely, we can. Yeah, for sure we will. Good. Thank you for putting that out there. We will make sure that we put that all in the recap for that. So thank you, Marcelina. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. So Mary Beth had said that the marketing team can work with the agency staff about marketing to the clients that have home without auto or auto without home. So you can contact Madeline or Daniel or Megan, and they can help you with that. So our marketing team is amazing, so they can help you. Amy had said that they are always remarketing all the time. So Kathy has some great tips on remarketing for your commercial lines. But first, let me ask you, is anybody or everybody should be signed up with Nationwide Brokerage Solution? Do you all have Nationwide Brokerage Solution? Raise your hand. Yes. Amy's like, yes. Great. Jamie has it as well. So great. So this is a great opportunity to be using Nationwide Brokerage Solutions for remarketing your commercial accounts. So Kathy, if you want to just quickly let them know how they can sign up for that and what they need to do.
Sure. I know we're running out of time here, Laura. I absolutely will. Real quick, they offer on commercial lines rater. Yes, they do. NBS, iQuote, commercial lines rater. Yes, yes. You can connect your direct carrier appointments, not all, but many of your direct carrier appointments with them. We sent out an article on it in Kathy's Corner, and as well as a blog on it too. So watch the video. If you're not using the commercial lines rater, this is a great time to start using it. At least now start remarketing your accounts through the rater. It's free. It's free to everybody. So if you want to learn more about it, reach out to me. But yes, commercial lines rater for bots is available. And the only other thing, renewal manager, interactive renewal report, renewal manager in Epic. Learn more about that too.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much. So like we were talking about, this is a great time to push all your social media. So I know we had a couple more questions that are popping up, but I know we're right at the hour. So what we'll do is we'll compile all of these questions and all of these answers. We'll get that out into the recap and to talk about the Hartford literature Tom wants and getting those reports together. So we will definitely get that for you guys. So I want to thank everyone for joining our peer-to-peer session. Thank you very much for letting us know how you're doing things within your agency. Today we learned, gosh, so much about what you all are doing, from tracking daily routines, staying in contact with your staff, utilizing teleconferencing and Zoom and Teams, and cleaning up those Epic accounts, marketing, utilizing our social media. So thank you so much. Please don't hesitate to contact the Dream Team, contact Daniel and Madeline and Megan in regards to marketing. So thank you so much, everybody. Please fill out the evaluation at the end. Let us know what you'd like to see in the next Live with Laura. And have a great day, stay healthy, and always be epic.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.